again, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heavyweight contest over 6 5-minute rounds. 1 fall, 1 submission or knockout to decide. In the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, from Krakow, Poland, Johnny Czeslaw. Give him a hand, please. Thank you all.
When you're speaking on the air, Coach, when you want to talk to them with that...
And ladies and gentlemen, from the West Indies, Caswell, Martin. And your referee, ladies and gentlemen, Max Ward.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Welcome once again to another freestyle wrestling show, this time here at the Chancellor Hall in Chelmsford. We start this afternoon's proceedings with a 6 5-minute round 1 fall contest at heavyweight between Caswell Martin and Johnny Czeslaw.
The first round.
So Caswell Martin of Antigua, West Indies, at 14 stone 4, going up to heavyweight on this preliminary bout versus Johnny Czeslaw, 15 stone 1. Heavyweight upper limit, of course, 14-13. Referee Max Ward of Birmingham. If he gets back too far, of course, he'll be counted for a pinfall. And just 2 minutes to go in this first round of 6. Thumb's doing the damage. Thumb's right in the pressure points there. Well, that's quite a counter to that chop to the side there. I've never seen anybody do that before, but it worked. See if he tries it again. Ah, this time the West Indian a little bit too quick for him. minute left with that semi-jet stranglehold turned into a rather loose arm lever there. Really, both of them feeling their way around at the moment, setting their sights a little. Now that trick is, we're pretty used to it. Johnny Czeslaw and that one too. It's a neat fall and an ankle trap as he goes. Figure four leg lock to finish. Half a minute left. Well, that's the full 15 stone one of Czeslaw. Trying to get a leg spread submission. It's just one fall and to decide this bout, remember. Closing with 8 seconds. Lost his balance rather than gave up, I think. On the bell now. Johnny Czeslaw from Krakow, Poland, 15 stone 1. This great, tremendous sense of humor. He's got as much sense of humor possibly as one of the kings of the mat, as far as clowning is concerned, Les Kellett, who of course is the main bout here this afternoon later, and Kevin Keneally, who follows that one. So quite a bit of humor here this afternoon for you. And of course, quite a bit of wrestling along with it too.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, and of course no score so far because this is a one-fall contest. The first fall decides the bout. So a grab it there by Czeslaw. Got his man a little far away, the head twisted not quite enough maybe to make it pay into a possible submission. But Caswell Martin wisely going towards it rather than against it. Grobit still very definitely there, and now released. Forced to release into a backhammer. Mistimed that just slightly, Czeslaw. The first to realize it, the big grin comes back. He realizes he boobed a little at More straightforward head scissors by Czeslaw. Trying to get on facing the right way, but never made it, so he risked the sideways on, but a little risky. Still holding on to it. Another of the Czeslaw tricks comes off.
Shut up, you.
He never likes that, being counted for a pinfall when he's leaning back with a hold on. Using his feet to get the hold on, and his shoulder blades accidentally almost go to the canvas. Nobody getting anywhere with that. Identical moves on both sides. So an agreed release with a couple of minutes left in round 2 of this 6-round contest. Remember, just one fall or one submission decides it. measuring up for the chop on the forehead. There was some angry viewer wrote to me the other day and said it is not pronounced forehead, it's pronounced forehead. Well, forehead or forehead, that's where he was aiming his chop. That's a quick cross buttock. The headlock staying. Might even try that again. Less than a minute left in round 2. Oh, it really reached grapevine, the 10th there. He's not getting his leg right, but it's tempting to right over the front. To have a long leg for that. That's his quick back elbow and avoided the follow-up if there was going to be one. Referee Max Ward with a line on the side that we couldn't pick up here. Maybe you did at home. We ride outside the ring, but very gently. Lots of handshakes. They handshake once more. There won't be time to restart this round.
Okay, the end of the round.
Caswell Martin, as I was saying earlier, one of the greatest potentials to the heavyweight bracket that the promoters Dale Martin have discovered recently. 14 stone 4 of him, who arrived in the UK ways back in the 50s, and he was a boxer at the time, and it also took up physical culture seriously, then turned pro wrestler after a very good amateur record, because he won 3 titles, London, Southern and British, this boy, before turning pro.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 1 fall decides the bout. Johnny Czeslaw, Poland, Caswell Martin, West Indies. And it's Czeslaw walking in to that arm lock right from the bell of round 3. Max Ward from Birmingham, the referee. No trouble for him yet. I think that's more likely to come in the next bout. Johnny South versus Les Callett. I think he's liable to have much more trouble with that one than he will with this. So I was saying, Caswell Martin, all the way from Antigua, West Indies. But he resides now in London, South London. Leg spread on its way as a counter to Johnny Czeslaw's. No unhappy look on his face yet. The way that Johnny Czeslaw literally pours with sweat. I'm just wondering whether this shaven head idea of his to help him get out of holes in the wrestling ring is all that good, because he really is pouring over his face. You can hardly see. And it's only round 3.
No, I won't.
Arm lock again. And of course, very powerful lights for television lights from right above him.
No.
Czeslaw, of course, he shaves all the way over the top every day. Cross press, the nearest to a pinfall chance. And his extra weight might have brought it off.
No.
The side head chancery.
No.
Both Martin's arms, one each side of the head. Sweat still pouring into his eyes. This is the one he had on just now. See if he can hold it. He's got a couple of minutes to go before his second can towel him down a little, which will make him happy. The first crutch hold, and maybe the first slam. No, the slam didn't work. But through the ropes. Not a bad effort. Don't know quite where that landed. It was right above us here at ringside. High chest on the side. Well, that's a Johnny Quango trick, of course, that headbutt to forehead, but it's not often we see Caswell Martin executed. Incidentally, that's another bout we got later on in this bill this afternoon, Johnny Quango versus Kevin Kennedy. It could be quite fun. Less than a minute now in round 3. And a bridge by Martin.
1, 2, 3.
I was just going to say that I thought Czeslaw was a bit late with that, but he got it just. And again, forcing the hand bridge. No chance of breaking that, so Czeslaw gives up. Again, the mayor followed by the headlock strangle. With 8 seconds to go. A good sporting contest anyway so far. Well, it's halfway through, 3 rounds to go now, and I think that in general Johnny Czeslaw, well, you saw that water start on its journey, but you didn't see it arrive. This is right on our table at ringside here. Don't think it was on purpose. I hope it wasn't. Johnny Czeslaw, always the sportsman, more wrestles because he really loves it even more than to earn his living from it.
Seconds away, round 4.
Round 4, 3 to go. 1 fall to decide this bout. Caswell Martin versus Johnny Czeslaw. Caswell Martin, West Indies. Czeslaw, Poland. And still, referee has had Max Ward, there he is, has practically nothing to do. 1 pinfall count, no warnings at all. Very easy job for the ref this bout. But I think he's got a few troubles later. So he's taken his man outside. He's done it. He held on, Caswell Martin, but he still went out. Held onto the middle rope to save himself really flying into our camera. Nice timing again by Czeslaw. Oh yes, and timing again by Martin. Beauty. Really came out from a height then, a little too late with that double arm, but he gets a second chance. And now a possible on 2. And Johnny Czeslaw, a little disappointed. He thought he had it in there, and he very nearly did. But 2 seconds plus there from a 3-second pinfall. Flying body scissors from near.
No.
That's secured the feet a little better now behind Czeslaw's back. And it just might not pay him to have done that, Martin.
No.
Czeslav's managed to undress it. And if the counter works...
No.
He ended up all right with the counter on, but the whip not working. Oops. Yeah. Well, there's a double Irish whip for you. Both of them could hold it twice, but neither of them thought they could hold it a third time, so both went. Thumbs again by Czeslaw. The head firmly in the stomach. Yes. Always remembers just in time, doesn't he, Johnny Czeslaw? Couple of minutes left in the fourth. Legs both in the lock still. The advantage to Martin at the moment. Lever held by the hand and the elbow to make sure that arm stays against the joint. But Martin still finds time to go for a counter. Both the same again with a minute left. Oh, yes.
No.
And roll all the way then. Cross press to follow.
No, I won't.
Half a minute. Czeslav's got to get out of this, produce a counter, or be released. Released he is. Then he gets the crossbar again. Again the side headlock. Ground position with 8 seconds left to make it count. Caswell Martin, who, as I say, got those 3 titles at amateur. He also was standby for Olympic Games in Mexico in 1968. He had amateur 4.5 years as an amateur, turned pro in January '71, and I think possibly his first 5 pro bouts were against Ryan, Ivan Pensacough, and Bob Kirkwood. He won those, but he then eventually got against Marino, which held him back a little.
Seconds away, round 5.
Round 5, 2 to go, no score, 1 fall decides it. Caswell Martin, Johnny Czeslaw, Martin from West Indies. And who won his first 3 professional bouts until he came up against Mike Marino in the heavyweight class, which a little rough for any newcomer, of course. He won all his first pro bouts. Not a bad record at all.
No.
Double arm now to Martin with a knee stroke lower back. Still at the beginning of this 5th round, right at the start of the round. Great grapevine. Opposite arm lever.
No. No, I won't.
Now, let me try a 3rd. Oh, yes. Just a little weak there, really. That's about all he got from it, but neatly upright.
No.
Follow up with
No.
the headlock and strangle. At least the headlock a little bit.
No. You shook. No.
The stranglehold not really reaching anywhere near the throat, as you can see there. Chin and mouth.
No. 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 No.
Counter by Czeslaw. Oh no, he was going for a lock there, hammer lock there, but it didn't come off. He's gone for a chicken wing and he's got it. He's reached, those hands are reaching on the chicken wing. Oh, most agonizing hold possibly can be in, except to grab it. Oh, I bet he's glad to be out of that one. I know about the chicken wing because I had Mike Marino put one on me once and didn't even close his hands, and I never forgot it for 10 days. So how they close their hands on it, I don't know. He's got a couple of minutes to make this one pay for him. I don't really think it can. Hardly a chance for Czeslaw, who got the hold on, to do anything.
Okay, I will. No, I won't.
No, I won't, of course, is shouted by Johnny Czeslaw at the referee in case he should ask him that he wants to submit.
No, you take my toes. No, I won't.
Caswell Martin, known for his speed and agility as well as his tremendous strength. Not using so much of his speed so far this afternoon. Half a minute. Oops. Well, there's a leg spread pretty firm. Now you can think that Czeslaw, all he has to do is to move back, but of course if he does, he's followed. Unless he can fool his man that he's not going to. Right on the bell now. Johnny Czeslaw really pouring. No wonder that sweat is bothering by running into his eyes. I wonder just what advantage it really is to shave the head as a wrestler. Suppose you slip out of the arm locks easier, but the sweat goes into your eyes more, so I don't know whether it pays off or not. Johnny Czeslaw, the first of our preliminary bouts.
Seconds away, the 6th and final round.
In fact, Johnny Czeslaw, I should say, versus Martin, constitutes a main bout, as much as either of the other two coming later. So a bill with 3 main contests in it, and 1 full to decide this first one. Well, this final round, and it's a Boston Crab chance to Martin.
No. Yeah. No, my back. No.
You want to submit?
No, I won't. No.
The referee makes ward right there in case Czeslaw decided to not take any more of it. There's the leg over now, the full balance on. The Boston is full on. Or it was. Well, neat way out. Single leg Boston attempt. No, switching to a figure four leg lock. There it is, with toe hold, holding it on, and typical Czeslaw, putting his full weight on the opponent's back while he's holding the figure four leg lock on. Ooh, 15 stone 1 is quite a push-up. Czeslaw couldn't do, even Martin couldn't do 30 of those every month. So not too long to go now in this final round. Somebody better move up pretty fast if they want to successfully to fool either of these men. Holding press, so we're just halfway through this round 6, the final round of this bout. Two minutes left now. And Czeslaw trying to turn it in to a crotch hold with a slam following. There it is. Beauty. Follow down. Reverse double knee hold. But can't hold it for long enough.
No. No, boy, longer. Oh, you.
Again, Martin going for the single leg Boston position, but doesn't follow it through. One minute left in this bout. One of these men is going to have to think of something pretty fast now if they want to record a win here. 45 seconds. Czeslaw obviously knows it's towards the end now, really going. Very neat, very good way of getting out of something, but not finishing this bout with a win. Because he's really got to go fast now. Bridge, 15 seconds. 8 seconds. 5. Too late for any score in this bout. A draw and no score draw. Bobby Palmer, our master of ceremonies, just climbing in there. A quick word with the ref and his official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, each contestant having gone the 30 minutes without a fall either way. Your collective appreciation for a very good draw, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Czeslaw and Caswell Martin.